The history of Colchester is extraordinary. Under what's now the Colchester Castle are the foundations of a temple that was dedicated to Emperor Claudius, who we read about in Acts, and he was around about 20 years after Jesus' ministry on earth. And so it's not a crazy step to speculate that people who saw Jesus in the flesh and witnessed his ministry and that of the apostles after he ascended actually walked on the soil of Colchester, the place where the famous preacher Spurgeon got saved. And outside the main building in the town hall, outside the main room, there's a statue to Spurgeon alongside a memorial to the Colchester martyrs. And it says below that memorial that these men died for their faith, choosing rather to obey God than men. And above the memorial it says, "No cross, no crown." It's also the place where the first Augustinian convent was formed in the country. And it was Augustine who said that our hearts are restless until they find their rest in thee, in Jesus. And despite such a wonderful Christian history, Colchester is filled with thousands upon thousands of people whose hearts are restless and they're searching for what we know is Jesus. And as we go to plant a church, we get the opportunity to point them towards him and share the gospel with them. And so I'm excited because Colchester is a growing place. There's about 180,000 people living in the borough. A few years ago it was said to be one of the fastest growing places in Britain. And it's expected to fly through the 200,000 population mark in a couple of years' time. And a growing place means thousands of people whose hearts are restless and thousands of opportunities to share the good news of Jesus with them. I'm also excited because it's a gathering place. The University of Essex has a campus in Colchester, and on the campus there are over 130 nations represented, let alone the thousands from around the UK. And so we have the nations coming to us, and people from the UK and their thousands coming to us, and we have the opportunity to build a church community where we share the gospel with these people, that then they might go back to share the good news of Jesus where they come from. Finally, it's also a gateway to the nations. And not only are they coming to us, but we have Stansted Airport just down the road. There's a port around the corner with easy access to Europe. And so not only are thousands of people coming, thousands of people from around the world are coming, and there's easy access for them to go back to where they came from. And we have the opportunity and the privilege of establishing a church where they will share the gospel. In Isaiah, we're told that of the increase of his government and peace, there will be no end. And a few verses later, we're told that it's the zeal of the Lord of hosts that will accomplish this. And so as we go and plant, and as you pray for us, let's remember that we're praying to a God who is zealously committed to advancing his kingdom in our hearts, but also in the world. As you pray, we believe that there is a God who is zealously in love with people and longing to share the gospel with them. But as you pray and join us, we're also very aware of our own frailty and our own duplicit hearts and our own timidness. And so we need God's help to help us establish what we're doing. As you walk through the doors of the Colchester Castle, there's this beautiful quote that you're met with by Professor Brannigan, and it says that Colchester is inextricably linked to the birth and the identity of the British nation. Now that's a nice quote, but we're yearning and we're believing that Colchester once again can be the place that is inextricably linked to the birth and the identity of gospel communities in the region, in the nation, and beyond.